All right, let's dive in. Today we're going to talk about something that drives development teams crazy, getting a super vague task and having no idea where to start. And I'm going to show you how to fix it using a simple but really powerful tool that you already have, the Jira Discussion Thread.
So let me ask you, have you ever been assigned a user story, you open it up, you read the title, and you're just completely lost? Like, okay, where do I even start with this? Yeah, we've all been there. It's that classic problem that can just stop you in your tracks. And you know that feeling of just being totally stuck? Well, it almost always kicks off with one of these, a really undefined, vague task. Let's look at a perfect and I'm sure very familiar example.
So, picture this. You get assigned a new user story. It just says user registration or sign up. And that's it. That's all you get. No details, no criteria, nothing. Just those 4 words, and now it's your problem.
Your brain just starts firing off questions, right? How exactly does this registration work? What fields do we need? First name, last name? Are we doing social logins? Is there an email verification step? The questions are absolutely endless, and the ticket gives you 0 answers. And as if that wasn't hard enough, let's throw in a little modern workplace chaos, shall we? Because these days, we're not all in the same room, or even the same country, and that adds a whole new layer of difficulty.
I mean, think about it. Maybe you're a developer in the US or the UK, but the person who wrote this ticket is in India. Your workdays barely even overlap. So that quick question you have, it's not a 5-minute chat, it's now this 24-hour back and forth over messages. And that's exactly where tiny misunderstandings can blow up into huge problems.
Okay, so how do we get out of this mess? Well, the answer is actually way simpler than you might think, and it's built right into the tool you're probably staring at all day, Jira's Discussion Thread.
So the discussion thread, the comments section, it's basically this built-in chat room for that one specific task. It's the perfect place to ask all those questions, get your doubts cleared up, and most importantly, keep the entire conversation about the work with the work.
Okay, so just knowing it's there is one thing, but using it the right way is what really changes the game. So let's break down how you actually use it to make your life easier. There are really just 3 simple things you need to do. First things first, just ask your questions, right there in the comments. Don't let them swirl around in your head. Second, you gotta pull the right people in, and you do that with the good old @ symbol to tag your teammates. And third, you can even use it to ask for a review of your plan before you ever start coding.
So who are you tagging? Basically, anyone and everyone who can help clear things up. Tag your project manager for those requirement questions, your team lead for technical guidance, or, hey, even another developer who worked on something similar. It turns the ticket into a real collaborative hub.
And here's the best part. If your Jira is set up with email notifications, the second you tag someone, boom, they get an email. This is a game changer because it means your question doesn't just sit there waiting. It actively goes and finds the person who can answer it, no matter what time zone they're in.
Now, when your whole team starts doing this, something really cool starts to happen. That Jira ticket, it stops being just a task on a list and becomes something way, way more valuable.
And this is where the real magic is. See, when you ask a question, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping the whole team. You're creating this permanent history of every decision that was made. It keeps everyone on the same page, and just think about it. It's an amazing tool for new people joining the team. They can just read the ticket history to understand why things were built the way they were.
What this all boils down to is you create one single source of truth for that piece of work. No more digging through endless Slack threads or trying to find that one email from 3 weeks ago. Everything, the question, the discussion, the decision, it all lives in one place, right there with the task.
So I'll leave you with this challenge. Think about it. What's one conversation happening in your team's Slack channel or in an email chain right now that should be in a Jira ticket? Go find it. Moving that one conversation could be the first step to making things clearer and a whole lot easier for everyone.